How has marketing and advertising evolved? Did dental consumers change since Unlimited New Patients Volume 3 was written? Well, yes and no. The recession took away their spending power. They retreated to the core staples of dentistry, family dentistry. Now, 2018-2019, their spending power is returning in some markets. Consumers are acting like they did before the recession. Those who can are going back to the dentist for the elective treatment they put off during the recession. But did the consumer fundamentally change how they choose a dentist? No. There is no statistical evidence to suggest a major shift in how a dental consumer chooses a dentist. Slightly less than half the women in the country are turned off by price incentives when presented by healthcare providers. Slightly more than half the women in the country are not turned off by price incentives presented by healthcare providers. This needle hasn't moved. Mom still has a genetic instinct to protect her family. No amount of outside stimulus is going to change biology. It is important to note, however, that we have added 2 more must-haves in our marketing foundation recipe for all dental practices. The foundation used to be 3 pillars: consistent internal promotion to your existing patients, consistent offline promotion in most U.S. markets, it's mail, and up-to-date and active online promotion. This would be website and SEO. Since the release of Unlimited New Patients Volume 3, we have added 2 more core staples of a fantastic marketing foundation. They are online review, reputation, and online scheduling integration. We look at both of these as must-haves in today's dental market. They each have their own chapter in this update. Online versus offline advertising spending did change. There was a big shift in the marketing and advertising spending within the majority of dentists over the last 8 to 10 years. Some dentist somewhere told another dentist somewhere that the secret to success is spending all of your advertising money online. The internet is, quote, where all the patients are, unquote. Well, let's dig into this incredibly errant and expensive theory just a bit. If this theory is true, there would be no Geico, Progressive, Amazon, Walmart, CarMax, Netflix, eBay, Yahoo, Dollar Shave Club, Angie's List, or Uber commercials on TV, radio, or in print anywhere. Think about that. But everywhere you look and listen, on TV, radio, and in print, you see ads for virtually every successful online company in the world. If everyone and everything is online, why are virtually all the big online companies advertising offline? These big, successful companies use offline advertising to drive qualified local traffic to their online properties. Think of a website as a storefront. Think of offline promotion as an ad telling people about the store and where the store is located. Here's the takeaway. Smart, successful dentists will embrace what they see other large, successful companies doing, then sensibly and within budget will adapt the same philosophy in advertising their own dental practice. Here are the main differences between online and offline advertising and why they complement each other so amazingly well. In the world of human behavior, the phrase passive-aggressive is a negative behavioral trait. In the world of effective and efficient dental marketing, the phrase passive-aggressive is the correct balance. If we were to point to one thing and one thing only as the reason our clients stay with us for 5, 10, 15, and even over 20 years, it's because we establish the proper balance of passive and aggressive advertising in their specific market. An explanation follows. Please do not assume one is better than the other. Assume they are equally important to a long-lasting, effective marketing strategy. Passive advertising. This would be your website, SEO, organic traffic, paid traffic, such as Google AdWords. Here are the characteristics of passive advertising. Nothing of consequence happens until a consumer finds you. Consumers' perception of dentistry is not changed. You impose no new information to improve perceived value. People are shopping for things they know or perceive they need right now. Your advertising expense is quite literally waiting for someone local to your dental office to have a real or perceived problem or need. Then seek out a solution to their problem or need. They go to a search engine, predominantly Google, and seek one or more potential suitors as solutions to their real or perceived need. Another key point about passive advertising: many times these consumers have already been diagnosed by another dentist, and they're simply looking for alternative providers. They're shopping. Aggressive advertising. This would be all forms of mail, print, radio, TV, signage, and so on. Here are the characteristics of aggressive advertising. You are not waiting for consumers to find you. You are finding them. You are imposing new information. It introduces new benefits of your practice that were previously unknown. It shifts value perception of what is already known. People are not necessarily shopping. In a nutshell, those are the differences between passive and aggressive advertising avenues. For the most part, you can also think of it like this: online equals passive, offline equals aggressive. Here's what happened to dentistry over the past 10 years. Important note: when we say dentistry, we are not including our own clients. Our clients maintain a 60-40 to 40-60 split in their budget when it comes to investing in passive and aggressive mediums over the last 10 years. Dentistry overshifted too much, way too much actually, of its marketing budgets into just passive advertising from about 2008 to about 2016. What happens when more and more dentists sit and wait for consumers to find them? Consumer searches for dental-related services did not climb nearly as fast as the number of dentists bidding on their online exposure. Same number of consumers, more and more dentists bidding or jockeying for position. So the outcome is predictable. Ad costs went up, with more and more dentists bidding on the same exposure. When ad costs go up, results go down for everyone. You may have personally witnessed the following exact scenario, or very close to it. Many of the dental offices who overshifted toward only online marketing from 2008 to 2016 likely had a pretty good result from about 2008 to about 2011 or 12. For sure, online marketing is not only viable, but can be managed to be remarkably consistent. The problem is very few dentists and precious few dental marketing companies are truly armed with the knowledge and technology required to make PPC, search engine marketing, remarkable. So dentistry started to look elsewhere around 2013 to 2014. From 2014 to now, most just took their PPC budget from marketing company to marketing company to marketing company, hoping beyond hope the next one would have the magic. Online marketing is not magic. In moderate to very competitive dental markets, you can see the online ads getting more and more price reduction centric. This happens when 2, 4, 6, or 10 dentists are all vying for the same list of phrases in a Google search. So unless the campaign is managed expertly with the proper technology platform, the inevitable result is 1, increase in bid cost, 2, more patients with a shopper's mentality, 3, lower long-term ROI. Which brings us to today. More and more dentists are waking up to the fact that they have to have both a passive and aggressive marketing mix in order for their promotion to be effective for the long term. The mistake came naturally. Back in the day, dentists were not legally allowed to advertise. When they were first allowed, they flocked to the yellow pages. Why? Because they didn't really want to be aggressive. They wanted to be passive. If someone was searching for a dentist, they wanted to be there in case someone needed them. Then more and more dentists were listing in the yellow pages. Placement and positioning became competitive. With competition came higher cost of the ads. Sound familiar? You can just replace the words yellow pages with the word Google. The more things change, the more they stay the same, right? Here's the takeaway. Combining a solid website, solid SEO, maintained social media, upper 10% of local online reviews, online scheduling integration, with a consistent mail campaign will continue to drive the top 40% of the local market into your office. Many of your high-tech internet marketing guru do-it-yourself dentist buddies are now wondering why they are spending the same money for less impact. They are also wondering why the very market segment they now want has them pegged as a cheap dentist. Perception is reality. Don't make the same mistakes.